We are back again, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the channel again.
Design Township of Township would dominate a tavern, Uxula, and my library. Would dominate a tavern, Uxula, a park, a recreational facilities. That's why good dominate a tavern, Uxula, stimulation centers, and skill development centers. Then what are you going to expect? Because environmental dominator, I'm a tavern, very show producer, each generation, because that environment, have you noticed that? In Tanjalo, come up Black Township, and it's been done by design. It's a strategy with husbands and Makaleba drunk, Babam Nescatuba Sopa, but have you noticed that?
Well, to be honest with you guys, I do understand his point, and all of that, okay? I also believe that the reason why actually he's asking a question, okay? The question is, wenziwa yini, or what makes our townships to be full or to be dominated by taverns, right? To be dominated by taverns, and also to be anything that has to do with alcohol, okay? It is dominated by that. But I also want to say that I think the reason why townships are dominated by taverns, dominated by sporting in taverns and alcohol and everything, it is because of one reason, and one reason only, okay? It is because of us as black people, okay? Of course, there are other races which actually drink alcohol. I can even say it is us as South African, but in particular, us as black people. The reason why people who are planting all these taverns in all these areas, in all these townships, it is because of we have allowed them, or we have we have given them the market for them to actually do that, okay? Remember, as a young person, sober, okay, not sober, but some people, they are always, as a young person, in your mind, you've got a fresh mind. You know that you've got your own decisions to make. Okay? Now, you've got townships that you will find full of taverns. The reason why those taverns are there, it is because of there is a lot of market in that area, in that township. There is no businessman who will take their business and plant it into a place, or place it into a place where there is no market. There is no businessman. The reason why they are planting them, it is because there is a market. And guess who is the market? The young people. Young people are making it easy for these guys to actually plant these taverns all over the place. Okay? For example, I will give you just a very simple example. Example is, you will find that there is a township that is 2 hours away from your place. In your area, for example, there is no tavern, right? There is nowhere alcohol or anything, okay? But also, there is just maybe there are also some centers, maybe 1-2 centers that are positive, right? Now, you've got a tavern in another area, not where you stay, okay? Now, because we as youth or as young people, we lie to each other, and we lie to each other with lies like, if you are not a person who drinks, if you don't drink alcohol, you are useless. If you don't drink alcohol, what type of a man you are. If you don't drink alcohol, you are useless. You are that thing. You are not a man. Okay? We lie to each other like that. And then with the tavern that is 2 hours away from you, you will find young people traveling for 2 hours to that tavern, leaving their own centers, leaving their own township, traveling 2 hours, putting a petrol, going to a tavern that is not close to them, going there to drink. And guess what the tavern do? The taverns, or the owners of the taverns, they've got what we call a marketing department. A marketing department is where they check, okay, who is coming, they check who are they from, right? And then when they find out that actually the majority of people, or perhaps half of the people that come here, or I can even say the majority of the people that come to our tavern are actually from other townships or from other places which are not from here. In other words, these people are traveling from from their own townships, okay? To do what? To just get alcohol. Guess what the businessmen do? Businessman is like, listen, since we've got this problem, what we are going to do is we are going to plant, or we are going to put a tavern to their township so that it is close. Who called them to come to their township? Who made them to come to their township? It is the market that they have created. It is young people who decided to leave their township where there is positive things and go for alcohol. The question is now, how would you blame a person who is trying to make money? Because we all know, guys, that taverns, it's all about money. And alcohol, they always tell us to say, yeah, alcohol is the one that is keeping the economy going. Yeah, what. Okay? And unfortunately, people sometimes we do forget, as young people, forget the fact that we've got decisions. You can make your own decision to say you don't want to drink. You can make your own decision to say, yeah, from now on, I'm not drinking. You have your own decision to make and say, I'm not going to taverns, I'm not going to clubs. But no, South Africans, it seems like if you are not going to clubs, if you are not drinking alcohol, you are useless. See what type of a man you are. Even women don't like you. What type of a man you are not drinking. What. And then after that, when these business people put all these taverns, we blame them. If there were 2 locations, library location, club location, or tavern location, or training center location, whatever it is, that is positive, okay? And then perhaps you've got a tavern, maybe that is 1 hour away, and there is an event in that weekend, okay? In that training there, in that skill training, whatever, they have got an event there. It's 10 minutes away, it's 15 minutes away to get there. Young people of today, they will choose to go to that place, to that club, to that tavern, instead of going to that. Whose decision is that? Nobody is putting a gun to their head and say, come to our tavern. No, it is because young people, they don't want to make right decisions. And I repeat again, it is because we influence each other. We influence each other badly. Just one person can influence 30 people at once. This one influence this one influence this one, that one influence that one. And when you tell people about opportunities in South Africa to say there is a network marketing you can do, you invite this friend, that friend invite, they don't do it. But when it comes to influencing each other for other things that are bad, alcohol and stuff, people come running. And masuka la siyo blame abantu abenza labantu laba bafethu, they don't even care. I don't know why we are even talking about them, because they don't care. It's just that young people versus South Africa, they are very, I'm sorry, but when it comes to alcohol, we are weak. If there is one thing they can use to kill us, it will be alcohol. Where I come from, there was a tavern behind me. There was music every weekend, high music, tavern behind me, alcohol. People, they will pass where I sleep, they will pass drunk, shouting, making noise. Sometimes you will not sleep. But I never ever in my life stepped into that tavern. They moved it because they were complaining. They moved it and put it in my street. People pass where I stay. drunk, fighting, you know, everything. In the morning, you find some bottle. I have never been in that place. Never. Why? Because it was my decision. Young people have a decision. No one is forcing them to go to taverns. Taverns, they know they are not good for them. They know that tavern, they are not, but they still go. It is funny sometimes that we always push the responsibility to some people. And I'm not saying my brother is wrong. He is right. But all I'm saying is the reason why those people who are tavern owners, they end up planting all these taverns, it is because we as young people, we have given them the market. We have given them an opportunity for them to put them because we attend their taverns. I don't know, guys, because I think sometimes we push responsibility too much. We push responsibility too much. Every person in this earth, they've got their own decision. You can make your own decision at any time. It's up to you. There is no one who's going to force you to do anything. No person, guys, when you decide to do drugs, you make a decision. And I know, listen to me. I understand. Some people, they end up doing certain things because of situations, because of problems, because of maybe there are things that are happening in their lives, and then the only thing that makes them maybe to go to some safety place, which is alcohol, drugs, and everything, it is because maybe they go through some things. But guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Every person goes through certain things. Every person goes through problems. Okay? We all go through problems. There are people right now who have never worked in their lives. They are struggling. They have never touched any work. They have never been in any work. In their lives, they have never. But they are still not drinking. Certain things, guys, I think we as young people, we need to sit down and think up. That is why, for me, I've always said to people, and I know that you will take this, I don't know, in a wrong way or in a right way. It's up to you, okay? There is this thing that I usually say, to say, don't even think about having a child if you are not ready, okay? I think I have to look here. Don't try to make a baby or make a child if you are not ready. And your readiness, obviously, it will be based on finances. The next thing, people are running around here. People are running away from their children. And they know they were not supposed to do it. They were not supposed to have a child if they know they were not going to afford it. The next thing, the child is suffering there. I remember there was a child one day who actually decided to commit suicide. What happened was, she actually went to her mother and asked her mother, which I think her mother answered very badly. Her mother asked, the child asked the mother and said, when people die, where do they go, right? And then the mother, because usually, I don't know who told the parents they must tell their kids lies and say, yeah, when you die, you go to heaven, blah, blah, blah. And then the child, actually, when he heard that when you die, you go to heaven, guess what she did? She actually killed herself. Okay? And chances are, when the child looked at the environment she's living in, I'm just thinking, okay, I'm not saying that's the case, but you're asking yourself, why would a child kill herself like that? It might be because maybe she looked at the situation where she is, the environment she is, and maybe she compared herself with other kids in their homes. Maybe the kids that she saw, you know, they were good in their homes, cars and everything. But when you looked, and then the child was like, why am I here? Okay, that is why also I'm putting this thing of kids. Now, the reason why I am putting that, it is almost like this thing of actually telling a person or saying a person, if they don't drink alcohol, if you find a young person not drinking an alcohol, then you say to them, yeah, you, what type of a man you are. Some of you guys, you blame people for example, who don't have kids. They reach a certain age, and then you complain and say, yeah, why you don't have why you don't have kids, why you don't have kids in this age, blah blah. They are not ready, okay? They are not ready, especially if they don't have any jobs, nothing whatsoever, no income coming. Why would you expect that person, all right, to have a child? Because he cannot afford a child. Ladies and gentlemen, we can complain and talk about blame and blame and blame and blame. At the end of the day, it will come to us one day, okay? Every time we need to look at ourselves first, okay? Before we, just like this thing of blaming, okay, I'm not saying we should not blame, okay? We all know that the history of South Africa, blaming white people and all of that. But at the end of the day, guys, there's gonna be a time where we will have to sit down and look at each other and be like, guys, I think we need to tell each other truths. There are some of these things, they are happening because we allow them. We have, unfortunately, when people got power somewhere in 1994, other people, they decided to do other things. That's okay. Okay? But now, guys, I think we can change things. Okay? You can change things right now. Right? I don't think now we have to always complain about, like, this thing of taverns, guys. I don't want to lie to you. It is us as young people who are making these people who are making things easy for these business people. Okay? These tavern and clubs people, we are making it easy for them. Weekend, we are all, it's empty actually outside on weekend. Empty. People are gone. Taverns, gone. Taverns, clubs. And then do you think the businessmen are going to say, yeah, you can go home, guys, you are too much? No, they will not. They are making more money. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. All I'm saying is, the reason why these people are planting these taverns, it is because of us as young people. Simple as AEOU. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what do you think about that. You can like the video, you can subscribe, you can leave a comment. I will see you there. Sharp, afito.